sense of being able to focus on my health. And you know, when you're in a corporate role, your stress levels are pretty high. You know, you are constantly in this kind of flight or fight scenario to a degree, because you know it's a high stress environment, especially when you're working at that kind of C-suite level as I was, and you know, managing a large team. I was pretty good about managing my stress. I've worked out, went to the gym, all the usual things, and I did a lot of purposeful delegation, empowerment of my team, which also can reduce stress as well. But nevertheless, there's still going to be some residual stress just from the day-to-day interactions, because when you're working in a bank in a high-powered situation, things happen, right? And you have to deal with them. And especially in my profession of cybersecurity, it's probably right at the top in terms of that stressful profession. And there's many examples of stats out there where cybersecurity professionals are turning to drugs, alcohol, and even suicide. And this is really bad for our profession, but it's a reality. So, you know, so this idea of being able to focus genuinely on my health, it meant having a regular protocol. And what I did is literally prioritized health over everything else. And this was important to me, and it should be the foundation of pretty much everything else that you do, because the reality is, without your health, nothing matters. And put yourself in this situation. When you have an injury of any sort, and it's preventing you doing the kind of day-to-day things that you want to do, you're not worried about making money or anything else. You're just thinking about how you can get better. So that becomes the number one thing. So you want to move that off the table, and you want to be as optimized as you can, as health, cognitively, physically. This is why if you kind of match both physical and mental fitness together, you get this kind of optimization effect. So meditation, non-negotiable twice a day, fit that in now. I'm doing 35 minutes, but if you only want to get started, do 20 minutes a day. There's a kind of focusing on your breath method. I use a mantra. You can chat to me in the comments about what technique you think would work best for you, and I'll advise you on some different options. And then strength training, you know, going to the gym. I go every day, and that's my core identity. And I've talked about this in other videos. Just because I go every day doesn't mean that I end up going every day, if that makes sense. So my intention is 7 days a week, but things get in the way, and if they do, that's fine. I just get back into it the next day, but I never go more than 3 days, that's my golden rule, without training at all. In fact, my body won't even allow it. It kind of starts aching in really unusual ways and prompts me to, like, you should be going to the gym.